Today I'd like to remember the Montgomery bus boycott, which began on December 5th, 1955, and lasted for over a year. It lasted for 381 days. The boycott began 4 days after Rosa Parks decided not to give up her seat to a white man. It was the law during the time in Montgomery that black people had to give up their seats on the bus to a white person. Now, the boycott was the beginning of the civil rights movement, and the boycott was the first incident of its kind. And the boycott had great leadership and direction, which allowed for there to be a network of carpooling to help people get to and from work and other places. And also, there were black cab drivers that would only charge black passengers the amount that it cost for bus fare. The boycott, like I said, had great leaders, but none that have been remembered like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King started the boycott when he was only 26 years old, and it was the beginning of a career and a life that was devoted to striving for equality and justice for everyone. And his life was cut short before he could do all that he should have done. Many of us forget that Rosa Parks wasn't actually the first one to not give up her seat to a white person. It was Claudette Colvin who did it first 15 months before Rosa Parks. And this incident was in deliberation for starting a boycott at the time that happened, but she wasn't seen as a suitable image for the cause because she was only 15 at the time and pregnant. I'd like all of us to remember the boycott because of the sacrifices that everyone in it and the civil rights movement in general had to make to get to where we are now. And there's still a lot of work to be done. But I'd like us all to remember the boycott as December 5th approaches this year. Thank you.